Welcome back to another brand new episode of Review Remedy by ScoreDoc. If you are searching for an OB-GYN clinic in Denver right now, the hard part isn't finding names. The hard part is figuring out which clinic you can actually get to without adding 2 hours of driving and stress to your Tuesday.
Exactly. It's about geography and logistics just as much as clinical skill. Which is why today, we are looking at ScoreDoc's 2026 report on the 3 best obstetrics and gynecology clinics in Denver, Colorado. And we are breaking them down strictly by neighborhood. Because if a clinic has a 4.8 rating, but it's an hour away in traffic, you're probably going to skip your follow-up visit.
100%. So let's start south. If you live around South Denver, specifically the University neighborhood, Platt Park, Washington Park, or Englewood, you want to look at AdventHealth Medical Group Complex Gynecology and Surgery at Porter.
Wait, complex gynecology and surgery at Porter? That is a very specific title. That tells me this isn't just routine preventive care. That is connected to a broader hospital setting for patients who need specialized or surgical follow-ups, right?
Exactly. It is right on South Downing Street on the first floor, and the data here is incredibly stable. They are holding a 4.8 rating with over 94% positive sentiment in their recent reviews. It's a great fit if you're already traveling south of central Denver for work or school drops and want that hospital-connected network.
Okay, but with a hospital-connected clinic like AdventHealth, preparation is everything. Before you book, you have to ask if they need your prior records, lab history, or imaging sent over first. A quick phone call saves you from sitting in the waiting room for 45 minutes just filling out forms they could have had yesterday.
Yes! The paperwork delay is so real. Okay, let's move closer to the center of the city. For patients in downtown, Civic Center, Lincoln Park, or Baker, you should be researching Denver Health OB-GYN. And Daniel, the review volume on this one is massive.
How massive are we talking?
1,420 total reviews, with a 4.7 average rating. And almost 300 of those reviews are recent.
1,400? That is a huge footprint. But that makes sense for Denver Health. It is a massive health system right on Delaware Street. The big advantage there is central access. If you rely on public transit, or if you need to coordinate your OB-GYN visit with other medical appointments within that exact same system, this is your spot.
Right, and the patient feedback specifically highlights efficient service delivery. But because it's such a big system, you have to verify your insurance and ask if you need a referral before showing up. Don't assume your primary care doctor automatically sent it.
The phantom referral. I have seen that derail so many appointments. Always double check.
All right, third clinic. Let's say you want central access, but you don't necessarily want a massive downtown hospital vibe. If you are near Uptown, City Park, North Capitol Hill, or 5 Points, check out Rocky Mountain Women's Care.
Rocky Mountain Women's Care. Okay, where are they sitting in the data?
Right on East 19th Avenue. They've got a 4.6 rating, and what stands out in their feedback is effective communication and comfort. It's really suited for preventive visits, pregnancy-related appointments, or just ongoing women's health follow-ups in a slightly more localized setting.
East 19th, so right in that central hospital area. Look, for any of these, AdventHealth in the south, Denver Health in the center, or Rocky Mountain in Uptown, the rule is the exact same. Start with the clinic closest to your actual daily routine, your home, your work, your transportation lines.
Because if the clinic is easier to reach, the whole experience feels less overwhelming. And just a quick reminder, this episode is informational only. It is not medical advice, not a recommendation, and not a guarantee of care or outcomes.
Verify your insurance. Check which providers are accepting new patients. And figure out the parking situation before you go. Nothing spikes your blood pressure quite like circling for parking 10 minutes before an OB-GYN appointment.
So true. For full clinic profiles, provider details, addresses, and the complete review reports, visit the ScoreDoc blog linked with this episode. This has been Review Remedy by ScoreDoc.
We'll meet you in the next one.